if I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have a job to find. And if I work tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home, when I'm home.
NXT UK starts off with a recap of last week's NXT UK, the commencement of the Heritage Cup, and proceeding over it will be Pete Dunne as special guest. Kaylee Ray versus Piper Niven for the women's title. Now to start things off is the NXT UK champion, Walter, or Walter, as the Brits like to pronounce it. He'll take on Saxon Huxley, who was all piss and vinegar last week, but his first match after a long layoff is against the champion. And Walter is keeping Huxley at bay and knocking him off the apron every time he tries to enter the ring. But when he finally enters, Huxley is taking it to the champ and powering him down impressively. Aggressive way is the only way he can keep the champ out of this match. Powerbomb on the apron, and Huxley's back hits the edge of the apron and nearly is counted out. Very brutal. But inside he gets some offense in, but the champ brutalizes the challenger in this non-title match, and he does a butterfly suplex from the top rope to the mat. And Walter connects with the power bomb and finishes off Saxon Huxley, and your winner is the UK champ Walter. And like I said earlier, wondering why Ilya Dragunov didn't appear. Walter did that last week. You'd think he would reciprocate, but I don't know, maybe he wasn't there. Now, Heritage Cup rules. Now let's go into this. 6 to 3 minute rounds. 20-second breaks between rounds. 2 out of 3 falls. And a fall equals a pinfall, submission, or countout. Once a fall occurs, the round ends. The DQ and KO ends the match. Whoever leads after 6 rounds wins. Now the 7 men are in the ring and draw randomly to decide the brackets, and Pete Dunne is introed and will proceed over the drawing. Number 3, Joseph Connors will take on number 1, Dave Mastiff. That's my pick right there. Number 4, wildcard entrant will take on number 7, Trent Seven. Pretty, maybe that's the sign of a good sign, He's number 7, Trent Seven. Number 5, Flash Morgan Webster will take on number 8, A-Kid. Going to be a very high-flying, athletic type of match. That's going to be a great match. And Dar will take on Wolf, but he tries to nail Wolf with the bag, but Dunne intercepts, snaps a few of Dar's fingers, and tosses him out of the ring. There's no pick needed with that. And to me, I'm telling you straight up, I'm Dar. It's his character, but his arrogance and the way he talks and this, it's annoying. Like, things that he was doing, his reactions, I'm like, what are you doing, you fool? And it was mentioned that next week the tourney will start. Now, the team that's become my favorite of mine, that's Wild Boar and Primate. I really liked them before, when I was watching it before it went on, on break. And they're known as The Hunt, and they are in tag team action against Lewis Howley, and Sam Stoker. Pretty deadly. Contrast in styles right here, but both are talented, but the brain seems to go with Pretty Deadly, and I will give the aggressiveness to the Hunt. At a pivotal point, Wild Boar hits a flying headbutt, only gets a 2 count, and due to taking out Howley, he was focused on it because Howley was trying to interfere, the Wild Boar is rolled up for a usual and tired way of being pinned. How many times? It's like when I always see the damn super kick being used. And all these other type of moves always used. And then this is like one of them. This is like a way to just get rid of a match and end it like that. Now, let's talk about some next week things going on. And Pete Dunne will special guest referee the opening match with Noam Dar and Alexander Wolf, because Scala said that, how are we going to, it's out of control, how are we going to control that? And then he said, well, I'll do it. I'll referee. And there's also a triple threat wild card match to fill out the wild card spot. I was wondering how they were going to do that. We're just going to put somebody in there, but that's actually a good way. Now, the main event is Piper Niven versus Kaylee Ray in the main event for the NXT Women's title match, or NXT UK title match, I should say. NXT UK Women's title match. Okay. And the mind games start courtesy of the champ as she locks up with Niven. She looks to work over that left arm with a wrist lock. She's ruthless, and that is what is the key to her long reign. With her power, Piper turns the tide her way, and a headlock with a headbutt. And the headbutt, okay, knocks down the champs. And it even affected Piper Niven. She hits her with a headbutt, and then she's like rubbing her head. And then a half straight jacket and body scissors, and Niven is like a boa constrictor looking to submit the champ. But it soon turns the champ's way, and Kaylee Ray targets Niven's left knee. But on the outside, and both ladies take it to each other. Champ misses a knee to Niven and slams it into the steel steps, and it looks like the match may be ended. Niven is livid as she may not get to finish the match, and even says to Ray that it's alright and they could go out another time, but the champ and challenger trade slaps, and it looks to be on as Piper sends the champ back into the ring. Piper locks in a knee submission to further damage that right knee of Kaylee Ray, but the champ gets to the ropes and soon afterwards hits a super kick and ascends to the top rope. She connects with a swanton bomb but only gets a near fall. A Piper driver is delivered, but the champ gets a leg on the rope, and on a Vader bomb, Piper Niven misses, and an attempt to hit a cannonball to Ray backfires as Piper Niven's back hits the exposed lower turnbuckle that Kaylee Ray ripped the turnbuckle off earlier. The ref tried to put it back on, didn't have time because he had to attend to the action in the ring. And all the champ had to do at this point is pin the challenger and retain her title. Very good match. I loved the women's match, as I do all of the women's matches. Not saying I don't like the male matches, tag team matches, but this was really a good match and a good way to have the main event. If women can deliver, why not? Give them the spot. But I enjoyed this week of NXT UK. I'm glad they're back. I was really excited when they came back last week, and I'm looking forward to next week and seeing how they'll build up to. I don't know. They haven't mentioned a NXT for takeover for them. They usually have it in Blackpool, and don't know about that this year. It'll probably just be in the same place that they're doing it right now. But I really enjoyed it, and for those of you who stopped by and checked it out, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching my video, the NXT UK highlights, and the rundown thoughts on the program itself. So for those of you who stopped by and checked it out, I appreciate it. And in closing, and as always, take care.